there isn't anything I really haven't collected, I think, for such a young person. I wanted older cars or more classic vintage cars where everyone else would wanted new cars. I've had a few cars in my life. The older, the more rusted, the better sometimes. My name is Nils Hansen and I'm the owner of Woodstock Cycleworks, and I drive a red 924 Turbo. Just after I turned about 12 years old, I started loving working on bicycles, and I think that's when I really began to have like a love for fixing and repairing bicycles. And it was that time that I thought, no, this is maybe what I would do later in life. Whatever I was given or what I was able to afford to buy myself, I always really treasured. Even the toys that I bought as a child, and this is like a young child, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I still have those things today. And it was very important for me to have bought them back then, and it's still very important for me to have kept them. I was just surrounded by very creative architects, designers, photographers. I think just being around those few people that I grew up with really did make a big difference to how I looked at things and how I appreciated things. Woodstock Cycles really is here to showcase, the past in bicycles, but also in what lies around the bicycles. When you do come into the shop, you'll see that we have a massive variety of art hanging on the walls, sculptures made by friends and family, things that I found at the Milton Market. Everything hanging in the roof is essentially part of the vintage bicycle collection that we have going. I collect old motorcycle helmets, things that have been used and abused throughout the years. It is really like a showpiece for creativity in some weird way or another, actually. Most of the days I'm up at like 5. It involves a ride. I love riding. If it's a sunrise in the morning with friends, or it's coffee with friends, or it's seeing the beautiful ocean and sharing those experiences with people, that's the best way to do it. And we'll stop at a good coffee shop or a breakfast stop, and then we move from coffee shop back to work. Then it's flat out into bikes, and it's bikes until 6. So I got this 924 about 2 years ago. I started thinking about it 2 years ago when my Golf, I've always been a VW fan, and the Golf that was sitting in my garage was just, there was no appreciation anymore for that particular car. And I thought it would be best to replace it with something a bit more special, something that I could really learn to work on, because I'd almost learned everything I could learn from my Golf. And I found that these old 924 Porsches were actually fairly affordable, easy to work on, but were also just so well designed. I really learned to love how things have been made in the past and how they've kind of continued to be loved into the future. I think that's what I really enjoy about stuff like that.